Hello, everyone, and welcome back to It's Always Sunny with Us. I'm Celine.
I'm Coco.
And I'm Nancy.
So Nancy is our mama. She's our special guest today. And today our topic is going to be how we started at the gym and also what motivates us at the gym. So first, we're going to start talking about how we started at the gym. So Mom, you were the first one to start out of all of us in the family. So tell us how we started.
Do you want me to tell you how I started? Or how
Tell us how you got into fitness.
Okay, so I started fitness like classes, doing classes when I was, before I got married. I think I was 19, 20. And I would take classes off and on while going to school, trying at least. But I think my real fitness journey started when Faris, our son, my son, and Janelle and Celine's brother, when he went to kindergarten, because he was going there full day. So I had no excuse. And that's when I started going to the gym classes, more classes, whatever, Zumba, weight training. But my weight training journey started when Celine was in high school, I believe.
When I came back from college. When I came back from the University of Arizona, you were just starting to stuff.
Do you remember what year was that?
I think it was, I remember when you guys started, I was like a,
2017?
No, are you kidding me?
Sorry. 2014, when I came back from college.
Yeah, about around 2014.
Okay, so 5 years ago, right? Yeah, something like that. So I started the weight training journey. And to be honest, I was doing everything wrong in the beginning because I was watching people. But then I was experimenting by myself. I was terrified the first day I went there. I was like, oh my God. I was the only woman amongst men. And I didn't know what to do. And I don't know how to use the machines. And to be honest, I had to ask a few times because I had no clue. I really had no clue. So then I started watching, people on Instagram, just like YouTube, watching other women, seeing how they're doing the workout. And it went from there.
So how did you feel at first starting with weight training, since I feel like back in 2014 it wasn't as big as it is now? So starting off with it, how did you feel switching from classes to straight to weight training?
I felt like everybody down in the classroom or it was downstairs, like weights upstairs and everything else downstairs. Okay, no judging, but this is my opinion. I felt when I saw a lot of people doing the classes or just machines. I've been there for like 2 years and everybody kind of looked the same. There was no improvement. They looked good, they looked fit, but they did not look like a major transformation. And I felt I was reading about weights, and I felt if I go upstairs, and that's when everybody was like defined, more muscles, and I just wanted to try it and see. I've been doing classes forever. Why not give that a try?
Love it. So Mama is actually the one who got Janelle and I both into weight training, and actually our whole family into weight training. So now we heard Mama's story. Now Janelle, we know that Mama helped you get into weight training, but what else motivated you or made you start to actually weight train?
So I didn't start working out at all until I was in high school. I think I got a gym membership just because I didn't even use it. And I did not know what to do when I went to the gym. This is before I went to college, and I would go by myself. I think I attended some yoga classes with my mom. I was started off with yoga, and I did some stuff on the treadmill. Don't know what I was doing. And I remember when I went to the gym, I would go with my bra on and makeup because I was so like, no, I feel like when I was going to the gym at the time, I was just going there to be seen or like not really doing anything. I just went there just say I went there. Yeah. But I was wearing a bra because I was so insecure of my flat chest that this sports bra literally flattened my chest. So when I started working out, I literally did not know what I was doing. And then I went to college, gained 20 pounds from alcohol and junk food. And when I came home, my mom was like,
I have to say it. Let me tell you, Janelle went to college in August. I surprised her in October without her knowing. I kind of talked to her roommate, and I told her I'm going to surprise Janelle. So me and her name was Emily, is Emily. So we kind of talked to each other. So anyway, the minute I surprised Janelle and I saw her, I was like, what the hell? what the hell?
Her face was swollen up.
Seriously,
Yeah.
and it's not like fat. It was swollen. It's all the alcohol.
Yeah, when I gained unhealthy weight, I gained it in my face and my stomach. I don't know. I was just looking so unhealthy. I used to work out at college with my roommate, but once again, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just doing things because everyone else was doing it. Oh, that girl's doing 20 squats. Okay, yeah, let me just do that. Whatever.
Remember when I made you weigh yourself? What did you
Yeah, I was 135 pounds. That's the heaviest I've ever been.
Wow.
But that was all from unhealthy food. That's fat. That's bad fat.
And drinking.
And I gained literally the freshman 15.
And more.
So when I came home, my mom starting to get into weight training. I joined her, and I remember we were lifting pretty heavy. Like I remember working on the squat bar, doing sumo squats and stuff. Like we were lifting like 25 pounds, which is a lot for starter. But then again, we didn't really know what we were doing. We didn't have a routine. We just did legs and random workouts. We didn't do like full sets. I feel like it was just like, okay, do it 20 times once, and that's all. And then it kind of I just started growing, and then I guess we could talk about the future and present later. But this is just us, how we got into it.
Celine, there's a story
It's like
behind Celine too, how she got into it.
Yeah, so I was always, Janelle and Mama are probably annoyed by this. I was always super insecure with my legs growing up. And then when I got into high school, my junior and senior year, I would run because I thought cardio was the only way to slim my legs. So I would run a lot. There was a track by our house. So I would go run like a couple miles,
Like
at
in the
least
morning
for.
sometimes.
But
Yeah.
that's all you did is run.
That's all I did was running. And I remember one time Mama came running with me, and she tried to show me like body weight workouts, like lunges and step ups on the side of the track. And I was scared. I was terrified of weight training. And my sister and my mom already did the weight training at this time, but I was just so scared to do it. And then finally my mom was like, running is not the only thing to tone your legs. Like if you really want to tone your legs, you should start weight training. So I started it, and I think honestly I just fell really, really well into it. Like it wasn't really a struggle for me that much. I remember the first day my mom showed me, like, I feel like when I did the squat bar, remember I lifted heavier than I thought I could. Like I think I underestimated myself, and I lifted like a lot heavier than I thought. And then just as days went on, I just fell in love with it, and like I couldn't stop.
And I think of all of us, I think you came honestly, the farthest with weight training. I think Celine, this is my opinion, I think she knows a lot about it. I think she perfects it. To be honest, you're so good at it. Actually, I look up to you now.
Yeah, me too.
For motivation and learning.
And I think ever since Selena and I moved to LA, for the last 2 years that we've been here, we've both improved a lot. Celine, you improved a lot too.
Aww, thank you.
A long way.
No, it's not even that. I'm just telling them
know.
too. Like, also just having our own business with Fit with Sis, since we've been trying to improve our brand so much, we also learn a lot as we go. We've been watching so many workout videos, and we've seriously improved so much with our workouts. Like we used to do so basic workouts, and now it's like we know specific circuits and everything like that.
I wanted to talk about that because I feel like we're jumping to the end, and I know a lot of people, we get these questions all the time of not only how we started at the gym, but how we felt comfortable doing it. And I'll ask for Janelle and Mama's opinion too. Something that I wanted to mention is that none of us really had good form when you start. I feel like anyone who starts working out is muscle memory. So if you, for example, have never squatted in your life, you're not going to be able to get that perfect form until you practice and practice until your muscles remember that form and that position, and then it'll be easier for you to do. So don't get discouraged if you don't have good form at first. It's just all trial and error to see what position works for your body. And again, not everyone has perfect form in the beginning. So Mom, how do you think you perfected your form? Or how did it feel when you first started to work out?
To be honest, I think I'm constantly correcting myself every day.
It's a learning process.
It really is, because sometimes you're not in the mood, or you're just you're doing it wrong, or you're not feeling good that day, whatever. I think what worked for me is recording myself, and I always tell people, record yourself or work out next to a mirror. I always feel working out next to a mirror helps a lot, because you can see yourself and how it looks. And recording yourself, because a lot of times I recorded myself and looked at it, and I was like, you know what? That's not good.
Yeah, you're like, what the hell? This is what I look like
Yeah.
at the gym doing this move.
So always, who cares? And don't be conscious about recording yourself. If somebody doesn't have a problem with them, that's their problem, not yours. I really don't care what people think. I do it for myself, no one else. So do it.
And I feel like that's something that people worry about is when they go to the gym about their form because they think people are looking at them. Just know that when anyone starts anything new, either whether it's soccer, dancing, art, you're gonna feel uncomfortable in the beginning, and you think you're not knowing what you're doing. And I feel like with working out, that's a big thing is that you don't think you know what you're doing, but you're not gonna perfect a new skill the day you try it. You have to it's just all trial and error. It's all practicing. Like Mama said, a mirror helps a lot. Watching Instagram girls helps a lot. Recording yourself helps dramatically, I think.
Also, as a startup, if you're trying a new form or trying a new move, try it without weights. Just do it without weights or very, very lightweight. I mean, people always want to like perfect a move and be heavy weightlifters in like a week. Just it's your body. You have to listen to it. So do it with low weights or no weights and see if the form is correct.
It's quality over quantity.
And I just wanted to say perfecting your form, I feel like, is the most important thing that you should focus on when doing workouts, because I feel like just recently I've been learning to perfect my form with certain workouts. More like not even perfecting the form, but also going slow with your workouts, because sometimes I see people just rushing through workouts, and it's like you have to really take your time through it and hold the pose, squeeze your muscles, take deep breaths, because without that mind to muscle connection, you're not gonna engage your muscles. You're just going through the workouts. Yeah. So like I said, we're learning so much as we go. Don't expect to know all this information right when you start to work out, but understand that the more you work out, the more you will learn and you will improve yourself.
And I feel you never stop learning. I mean, this is something.
Seriously.
I think working out, it's every day I'm learning something new about myself, my body, about a new move, and then you become creative. So you start making up these moves that I was like, wow, this feels good. You know what? I like it.
This conversation is literally motivating me.
I know.
Right now, I'm like, whoa, I can't wait to go to the gym tomorrow.
Something that I wanted to bring up, because Janelle and I started, if you guys don't know, we have our own fitness line. It's called Fit with Sis, FITWSIS, and that's something that we started together. We started it about a year and a half after we started weightlifting. We started it as a way to just share our workouts because people were asking us, and now it has turned into a business. But I was actually scrolling through our videos about a week ago and looking through our old videos and just seeing how we progressed. A lot of our videos in the beginning were trash.
No,
like,
I know.
I was gonna to be honest, like our form was horrible. We were rushing into it. We weren't really taking our time, and at the beginning we didn't see really much results, and that just kind of shows that you need to perfect your form in order to see results and in order to improve. And I feel like that's why form is like the foundation for working out.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't rush. Don't look at the end goals with working out. You always have to set small goals for yourself. And if you do that, then you won't really rush through it. It kind of helps.
Also, it takes time. I've been doing, and I want to talk about another subject about weightlifting. So when I started, I wanted to do heavy lifting, right? And I don't know if you know me or if the people who know how I look like. I am a little bit heavier on the bottom than the top. So after I've been doing that for 6 months to a year, I noticed that I did not like the way I looked, because my hips were even wider and my legs wider and my quads are wider. And that's not what I wanted. I wanted to tone my legs, but I don't want them to be big. Mm-hmm. Now, if I have skinny legs, I would have been happy with it, but I did not. I really wasn't happy. So that's why you have to see what works for your body. Don't just follow blindly. So for me, what works for me, so for example, Janelle, I think Selena and I, we have similar bodies. Janelle has a little bit the different legs. She gets her father's legs, so she's a little bit slimmer on her legs. So she can do that. She can go heavier. But for me, my body, I have to do other things. So like squats, I do, but I don't do that as much. I do deadlifts. I do kickbacks. Yeah. I do lunges. I do sumo deadlifts. So I do a lot of movement to get the body that I desire. Plus, I've been doing it 5 years, and I started to see results 2 years ago. I have a long way to go. So for those people who want to change.
Tell them your age.
I'm 48. 48. And age just a number. So no excuses, no excuses. So for those who want to turn their body 180 degrees or whatever, 360, in a matter of months, you might do it. I'm not saying you can't, but unless you are 100% dedicated. I'm talking about food. I'm talking about routines. I'm talking about exercise. I'm talking about dedication. I'm talking about taking it seriously. But
I'll just speak on to what Mama just said. But I agree. I feel like with fitness, we always get a lot of questions on Fit with Sis on how to do this. And we always get a question like, how long is it going to take me to achieve this body? And honestly, we kind of don't really like getting questions like that because it's not about time. And if you're focused on time, I feel like it's not in your head. You really have to understand your mindset that fitness is a lifestyle. It's something that you literally have to live with, and it's never always uphill, right? For either of you guys, is it always just constantly uphill? It's always up and down and up and down and up and down. And like you have some days you're like, it's like, I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. I just wanted to say fitness is a lifestyle, and you have to really be patient with yourself. I've been working out for 5 years now, and I feel like I've improved my body, but it's not so drastic that you can see super drastic results. It's the results that I see, but it's not like going from night to day. And I feel like on Instagram, there are a lot of transformations, like girls who have their bodies transformed in a few months or a year. And it's like, you have to be really careful who you look up to and who you follow, because a lot of that stuff is just not accurate.
And just keep in mind that fitness and just life in general is not a race. So with people competing for better results or better transformations, it's not a race. It's all about everyone has their separate goals. So for example, if you see someone on Instagram and you don't really see transformation in their body, maybe that's just how they want their body to be. Maybe they're content with their body and they're maintaining it. So you need to keep that in mind, that not everyone is trying to completely transform their body to a whole new look. Like some people are happy with how they look and they're just trying to maintain. So that's why I feel like in Instagram, people are so quick to judge with transformations about, oh, they don't look this, they look the same, they don't look different. But maybe that's not what their goal was. Maybe they just
not everyone's trying to get thick.
Not everyone has the same goal.
I feel like that's something like the only fitness goal with most people that we see online is just how to be thick, how to be slim thick, how to get that hourglass figure. And it's like,
it's exhausting.
It's impossible for sometimes.
You know what? I have to say something about this. And I feel I'm the oldest here. You know, in the 90s or whatever, and when I was a teenager, I guess, it was all about skinny legs, tall, skinny legs like models. And you know what? It's fine. And, you know, I hated it because I did not have the skinny legs and I had, you know, bigger thighs. And now it's all about thick. And to be honest, like, I like to work out. I want to tone. I want to lift my butt more than anything. It doesn't have to be grow it. I know sometimes I say I want to grow my booty, but I want to have definition. I want to make it look good. But I don't want to make it look huge. And I'm exhausted with all these trends. When is it going to stop? Why does it have to be thick? Why does it have to be all body shape? You know, if you're skinny, that's fine. Why does it have to be labeled? I am, to be honest, I am done. I am done with this all, you know, hourglass and the thick, and they're all beautiful.
Since the weight training trend has come about, I feel like everyone is just going for the same thing. They think that one ideal look is beautiful, which is really sad because every body's so beautiful in their own way. I was actually listening to a podcast with Chrissy Chella the other day, and she was saying she hates it, like Janelle said, how when people say, oh, I wish I can have a body like yours, goals, that kind of stuff, because no one can ever be like us. No one can ever be like me. No one can ever be like Janelle. No one can ever be like Mama.
And everyone, we don't want to be like anybody else.
Yeah, everyone has their own body shape, and you can never, no matter how hard you try, you can never make your body look exactly like someone else's. It's just impossible.
I mean, me and Celine are legit sisters. We look alike. Some people think we look alike, but our bodies work so differently on the inside, meaning we gain weight differently, we put on weight differently, our metabolisms are different, and even as sisters, we can't even kind of achieve the same kind of figure. So that's why when you want to set up goals for yourself, always make sure they're realistic, and always make sure you look up to people who have at least similar body shapes to you, so you can look up to someone who's more realistic. You can't like mold your body.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what a lot of people think fitness is about. It's not about molding your body into something else.
You know, the way I look at it, our bodies are like plants. Each plant needs different amount of water, different sunshine. Some people need, like some plants need light. Some plants need a little bit more shade. So I feel the bodies are the same way. Everybody's different. At the end, we're both beautiful plants and we're both beautiful bodies.
Facts. And that's something that I talked about on our FitWis's Instagram story, and you guys loved it. Just about body shape. There's so many different factors that go into someone's body image: genetics, diet, consistency, how if you work out, sleep, water. There's just so many different factors, and I feel like people forget that at times. They feel like everyone has the same body, and that it's like a competition to get the biggest butt, the widest hips, the smallest waist. But in reality, you should work out for what works for your body. Some things that work for me might not work for you, or vice versa. So you really, that's something that's so important, is that your body and yourself is so special. There's only one of you in the world, so you need to just work with what you have and stand out from everyone else, because again, you're so different from everyone, and that's what makes people so beautiful and women so beautiful, is that we're all so different. But that's something that we should not is cherish the word. It's something we should cherish and value, as opposed to put down. We shouldn't all have the Kim K body, because then life will be boring. If everyone looked like Kim K, or if anyone was like super model skinny, life will be boring.
We're gonna switch up the subjects, and start focusing on what motivates us every single day to wake up and go to the gym, and also a question that a lot of you guys ask us about how starting. What makes you, or what? So Celine, what do you do to make yourself comfortable at the gym? What advice do you give to our followers for those who are starting out at the gym and who have anxiety going there, or are too nervous to start alone?
What I used to say, honestly, in the past couple months is just kind of like put your headphones in, block everyone out, and just don't give an F, basically. But then I started to realize more that I don't suffer with anxiety, and I know a lot of people around me who do suffer with anxiety, so I can't really say just ignore them, because that's just like that's a lot harder than it may be for some people. My advice to you is, again, put in your headphones, kind of just go in with like in your own zone. It's kind of hard to do that sometimes, but having a gym partner helps. And just kind of getting a good playlist on, getting in your own zone, and just kind of having a one-way vision. I feel like in the gym, a lot of people, like even when I started, I couldn't go by myself for the first like 6 months. I would go with either Mama or Janelle, because I didn't feel comfortable. But then once you get comfortable with a gym partner at first, and you go to the gym, you get comfortable with the machines, you get comfortable with your workouts, maybe even the people around you, it's going to be easier for you to go on your own. So that's my biggest advice to you, is to first go with someone, do the same things, the headphones in, zone out kind of thing. And once you get comfortable with the different machines, how to use them, you can kind of drop that gym partner and try to go on your own. Just try it for yourself and see how it works. But I think that's why people get so discouraged at first, is because they're not comfortable with the gym. And I feel like to get comfortable with the gym, just try out the different machines. It'll be a lot easier to go on your own.
Hold on, I'll send it to you after. Also, before you go to the gym, I recommend figuring out what routine you're going to do, because figuring out what to do when you're at the gym sometimes can be a little bit awkward if you're just standing there and you don't know what to do. So I really recommend either doing a routine at home that you're comfortable with doing at the gym, or just have a list of workouts that you want to do or machines that you want to work out. It'll be so much easier, and it'll save you so much time, because sometimes I feel like, okay, everyone's looking at me, I'm not doing anything, I'm sitting on the grass right now and I don't know what to do. Sometimes I feel that way too. But also I feel like everyone's already in their own zone at the gym, that no one's really looking. Yeah, like even me, when I'm working out, I'm just so in the zone. If I do notice someone doing something, whatever, it's for like a split second, and then I forget about it, and then I just move on with my workout.
Another tip, I would say, pick like a corner that's not too full. You know, like sometimes they have corners. You can take the weights and go there. You know, you don't have to use the machine. This way, just to get comfortable. So yeah, you can do that. But honestly, it's like anything new in life, you know, first day at job, first day at school. It's always awkward in the beginning. Then the more you do it, the more you get comfortable at it.
And something that people ask a lot is how feel awkward going to the gym because they don't know how to work the machines. all the machines look more complicated than they actually are. All of the machines basically just have one peg to basically adjust the seat, adjust the handrail, whatever it may be, and then a peg to adjust the weight. So it is a lot simpler than it actually looks. But if you do feel nervous, you can always YouTube. If you like know the name of the machine, you can YouTube how to use it so you kind of get comfortable with how to use it before you actually go. Or you can ask someone. People at the gym are typically really nice. You can just be like, oh, hey, my first time here. I don't really know how to use this machine. Could you show me?
Ask a cute guy. That's what you do. Ask a cute guy.
I figured we can just quickly talk about motivation and what motivates each of us. So, okay, there's a lot. I feel like motivation is different for everyone. So for me, I feel like I motivate myself a lot. I use myself as my own motivation. Honestly, just looking back at pictures of myself or videos of myself at a better time when I was more fit motivates me a lot. Also, just following fitness accounts and keeping up with them on a daily basis. Celine mentioned Chrissy. She's one of our biggest inspirations, and I always see her videos. She posts like every day. So every time I go on my Instagram account, I see her video. Following girls on YouTube. Honestly, watching someone work out on YouTube will literally motivate you right after the video. You will want to go to the gym right away. So, that's something that we do with Fit with Sis that we want to do for you guys. Celine motivates me a lot. You always motivate me. Whenever I see Celine going to the gym, I'm like, ugh, I guess I'll go. And I don't know. Just when you have a routine ready for that day, I feel like it motivates you. Like, okay, I want to go. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. So I really recommend at least finding workouts that you want to do before you go there. What about you, Celine?
For me, it's basically the same thing. Taking progress pictures and looking at myself and wanting to be better than how I looked a week before is a big thing for me. Also, what another thing for me is like Janelle said again, watching YouTube videos is a big thing. Setting up a routine, either following one of our plans or it's just setting up a routine the night before is really helpful too, because I feel like when you have it written down and you go to the gym, it pushes you to finish it. And another thing, oh my God, I'm blinking out.
Janelle said them all.
We'll do a pause going to Nancy.
The same, but I'll add a few things. What works for me. Waking up in the morning, putting the gym clothes on.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That just I think just being dressed in the gym clothes, that's motivation enough. It's like you have no excuse. You just like the next step. Also, and Celine mentioned it the other day. Say for example, I have an event in a couple of weeks, and I have a cute dress I'm gonna wear, a cute outfit. That motivates me. It's like, okay, let me, maybe I should not eat this, or maybe I should eat healthy, or let me work out for that. Summer, bikini. To me, bikini always like, oops, the summer. And usually, you work out in the winter and fall to get the summer body. Not a lot of people starting May or, oh my God, summer's coming or prom is coming and I want to lose whatever in like 1 month. That's not going to work. You have to work in the fall and winter. So that's what motivates me.
Also getting a cute gym fit.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're like, I want to wear this to the gym. I'm trying to show off today.
A good playlist. Also,
good leggings.
Good music.
Good music, yeah.
Also, like Mama said, what I mentioned on our story too the other day, it's just like, although fitness is a lifelong journey, you do have to set those small goals for yourself. And like Mama said, like having an event coming up, like we have Halloween coming up. Oh, I want to look good for Halloween. Let's work extra hard. Or oh, my birthday's next month. That's another event to just like little things like that really pushes you. I don't know what it is.
There's always
and also just the feeling you get after, it's addictive. So just like your phone is addictive when it releases endorphins or whatever it releases. I don't remember the neurotransmitter, but
endorphins.
No, I'm talking about with the phone. But with working out, it releases natural endorphins, and you actually start to crave those endorphins. And so when you feel that once, you want to feel it again, and you want to push harder, and you want to sweat more. And I feel like that is one of my biggest. Like the mental aspect of fitness is I think my favorite over the physical. Like the mental, it makes me feel so sane, and I feel like that's my favorite part about working out, more than the physical.
It aids to mental health.
And I agree. Mentally, for me, it's very challenging. For example, I'm doing this plank. 5-minute plank. Okay, by the way, this is so freaking hard. I cannot do more than 2 minutes. No. And for me, it's a challenge. For me, it's like, you know what? Mentally, I want to see if I can do it. Not necessarily physically. And same thing with weightlifting. It just when you lift that extra 10 pounds, that's when you usually do, you feel like a superwoman. Like you can do anything. And to me, I love that because it makes you strong inside. It just endurance and just it makes you feel like you can do anything.
Facts. Yeah. Oh,
You like that?
I love it. Our biggest motivator. But yeah, always be in competition with yourself, not with other people. I feel like that's
use
a big
yourself
thing.
as your own motivation. Really take those before and after pictures. That's the only way you're going to see progress within yourself, and that's another amazing way to motivate yourself because you look at yourself in the mirror every single day. You don't see those small changes in yourself. You feel like sometimes when you look at yourself, you're like, I just look the same, and you don't notice those changes until you look back on a picture of yourself when you're skinnier or heavier or whatever it is. So taking frequent before and after pictures. Also, just not focusing on the scale too. That's just another way to.
I don't weigh myself. I don't.
I mean,
For me, I
some
know
people?
from my
I mean, I think it's important to weigh yourself, but like not when you're obsessive over and doing it every single day because there's water weight. There's so many factors that can fall into it. I feel like the weight, the scale sometimes isn't even accurate.
Well, some people like your father likes to weigh himself every night and to see if he has room for dessert. I mean, it works for them. But, for me, I know from my clothes more than anything if I gained weight or not. It's hard.
Just a number.
You know what? Listen, to be honest, it's very challenging. It's not easy. Some days you're just going to hate it. And some days it's work. Most days, actually. But you know what? There's so many good benefits out of it. It really is. The rewards you're getting in return is just priceless.
One more thing I wanted to mention is that not all workouts are going to work for the same people. For me, I love lunges for my butt, but other people like hip thrusts and squats and different workouts. So just because you see someone on Instagram doing the specific workout and you try it and you're not seeing any progress, just means that maybe it's not typically working for your body. There's so many different workouts and everyone's body, again, is so different. So don't get discouraged if a certain workout is not your favorite or it's not working for you. You shouldn't have to feel forced to do a workout because this famous girl on Instagram is doing it. Just try. It's all trial and error. Every single thing about fitness is trial and error. And every single day you learn something that doesn't work and something that does work. So it's just constantly like a learning lesson.
Also, ladies, it's not all about leg day and booties.
Oh my God, I was going to say that.
Focus on your upper body. It literally will define your body even more.
Sexy arms. I swear.
it's not
I
even
love
that.
doing arms and shoulders
It
and
balances
back.
out your body, though.
It does.
Like, for example,
Well,
me,
it depends on your body, on your
that's
body
true,
shape.
but
so.
like me, someone who has really, really freaking 12-year-old boy shoulders and arms, like the more I build up my shoulders, the more
20 years ahead of the game.
Ew. Something that we also get asked a lot is that a lot of people take breaks from working out. Either you get stressed with school, with work, have kids. There's just so many different life factors that can get in the way of you working out, which is totally fine. Again, life is not all a straight line. It's up and downs. So what do you think, especially Mama and Janelle, because they travel a lot, what do you think is the biggest motivator for you to get back into the gym after you've been on vacation or you took a break for a while?
crying about it first. Feeling sorry for myself for a week straight because I lost all my muscle.
I know.
That is not motivating. What do you?
That was a horrible answer.
No, I'm just playing. I don't know. It's kind of hard. It just really it can be really discouraging. And keep in mind that if you do take breaks from the gym, if you take a long enough break, that sometimes you might lose your muscle, but that's okay. And it's not the end of the world and you're still going to live and everything's going to be good. It shouldn't be something that makes you depressed and sad like it has for me in the past. But I mean, the only way to get, it's definitely a mind game too. It's if you constantly think negative of yourself, it's all about mind over body. Talk about this all this time on my account. That negative thinking, your body and your brain doesn't know what that is. It really starts to believe it the more negative thinking you give yourself. So positive affirmations, positive thinking every day, going to the gym with a positive mind. I'm going to work out today and I'm going to do it good and I'm going to leave feeling good. Not like, looking at the mirror in yourself like, oh my God, I literally look so skinny, or I look so fat, or like whatever it is. Your body's just going to keep thinking badly of itself and it's not going to.
Try them a few times so you can do that as well, the fitness bands. But you know what? It's temporary. It's not like you're doing it for years. Once you come back, and it's hard to get back. When you come back and you go to the gym, you lose the motivation. I guess you lose your what do you call that? The momentum. Yeah. And it's hard to get back. But you know what? You do it slowly and you keep doing it, and eventually, your body remembers.
And just think about it. Stress has like a huge impact on your body. When it releases that cortisol hormone, when you're constantly in stress, that cortisol hormone can do damage to your body, mentally, physically. Usually when I'm stressed, it breaks down my muscles. So just really try to have, as hard as it may be, try to have a positive mindset, because like Janelle said, mind over matter. Your mind mind over body. Your mind can really dictate your body, your metabolism, your sleep mood, just everything. It's just your mind controls everything. So as long as you, whatever it may be, whether it be like going out on a walk in the morning or having your favorite cup of coffee or listening to your favorite song, whatever it can do to keep you sane or if it's like seeing your best friend or painting, whatever it may be, everyone has their own little thing.
Cheat, and it's okay to fall off the wagon. Just get back on it again. But you know what, girls? I feel like I know we talked a lot today about fitness, but I feel like there's so many questions or so many topics that probably we can cover. And maybe you can ask your followers if there's any other questions that they would like. Maybe we'll do another podcast and answer those questions. Because I feel fitness is such a broad subject that it's hard to cover in one session.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about
everything.
we talked about kind of everything combined. So sorry if it was all over the place, but I'm definitely down to talk about more specific topics. But those are the questions really that we get asked all the time. So luckily we wanted to make this so that we can always refer you guys back to it if you need a little bit of motivation or you just need some more guidance. But thank you for listening. I feel like that was a lot of fun.
And if you listened all the way here, we love you guys. Seriously, we only have one podcast video up with Celine's boyfriend Bryson. We plan to have more videos soon, even just some sister chats or having special guests. We want to have our brother in here too, and we'll definitely try to produce more content when we can. But if you do listen all the way here, if you have any ideas that you guys want us to talk about, please DM one of us or Fit with Sis. We would seriously love to hear your feedback.
And thank you for having me today. I love to talk.
We love Mama.
Fun.
Mama is
Girl
the one who
talk.
started us into getting us into fitness, so she's the one to thank for everything.
Well, you
So
guys
thank you, Mama.
better than I expected.
Thanks, moms. Well, yeah, we hope you guys like this podcast. We love listening to podcasts on the road. It helps motivates us. So hopefully this can motivate you guys. And again, DM us for any questions, and we'll see you guys next time. And on It's Always Sunny with Us.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.